as I talk to the people, let's go to our Facebook. Go to the page, Black Table Talks, and share it on your page and share it, whatever. Let's take 2 minutes and do that real quick. Ladies and gentlemen, while I talk to you on the other streams, I would like to thank y'all for coming out. You know what it is. It's another great week with the brothers. The kings are at the table, and we are here. We got some topics we got to talk about. Things have happened this week. I am your boy JP Justice. I'm just all I am is a man at the table, and this is Barbershop Talk Live, and you guys get the privy of checking it out and being with us here. We are joined by a new guy, but we're going to introduce him in a second. But let me share this with my peoples. Let me make sure my peoples is on this page. Give me 1 second, fellas. Give me 1 second.
I'm trying to figure out how do I share it.
It's a button
without disconnecting myself.
Oh, you doing this on your phone?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, Foster. I didn't know that. And I guess you go to. I don't know. I don't know how to tell you. I'm quite sure you'll find a way. I don't know how to do it.
Yeah. Let me click on here.
Drop some bombs. It's a wonderful fucking day outside too, man. It's a wonderful goddamn day. Oh, wait a minute. Somebody else is here. Hold on. Oh yeah. Hey, yo, let me tell you something. I was getting kind of worried. I was saying to myself, my man Blue ain't here. My man Blue ain't here, man. What's up with my man Blue?
Thank you, JP. How y'all doing, fellas? Black Word.
What's good,
Baby Blue. How you doing there?
Hold on. We ain't do the introductions yet. I'll take a few minutes to share it.
Yeah, that's what I was doing.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy JP. I want to thank y'all for coming out. We are joined by a great plethora of our guys from the Table Talk. We got 5 of the 900 of our guys. I'm actually looking for 2 more people, and that's why I brought my man Foster in, but we're going to introduce him in a second. Ladies and gentlemen, it's a fine autumn day. Hey, it's your man JP Justice. Ain't no better place to be than talking in the community with the Black Kings Table Talk. Let's go around and find out what's going on. What's up? Who am I in the room with? I'm with my boy. Introduce yourself. Start right next to me.
What's up, people? Thanks for tuning in. It's Julius Carr. Happy to be here.
Hey, Julius, this is your 3rd week. How you feeling?
I feel great, man. I feel like, you guys have been very respectful of the other 2 shows. I feel the disrespect is coming soon.
Oh, it's going to start today. It's going to start today, motherfucker.
Hey, motherfucker, what you doing here?
Damn. Give it to me, baby.
Whoa. He said give it to me. How was your week, Caesar?
Oh, it was pretty great. No plugs here, but, we had the comedy show. That's all I do is the comedy show at Broadway Comedy Club. We packed out. It was great.
I saw the pictures. I saw the pictures.
Yeah, man.
Let's go. I'm going to swing down to my man, Black Words, because I know Blue is busy, and we're going to get to Force the last. Black Words, what's up, fella?
Yo, what's the deal?
My man Black Words in the building. Drop bombs, my man Black Words. Yes.
Yo.
What's going on with you, man?
Busy week, man. It's always busy. It's never a dull moment for me. So, campaigning.
That's right.
Trying to develop, some show ideas. They got a freaking a bomb scare at my daughter's school. I don't think she's going to school this week. I'm like, what the hell?
She go to charter school or public school?
Valley Stream Public School.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that.
It's crazy, Kids get like Columbine.
We don't have that problem in charter. I'm sorry.
Yeah, whatever.
And how's campaigning going along, man?
Yo, campaigning is brutal, man. Yo, it's jabs, the shots going, is dudes sticking their chest out and stuff. You know what I mean? It's like it's crazy.
My man Freddie Ricks he ran for office, and he was telling us how brutal politics really is. Like, politics ain't nothing to sneeze at.
It's not.
I heard it gets kind of crazy.
And then because we're one of the major unions in the city, we intertwine with a lot of the city and state politics and stuff like that. So it's like, yo, you can get in trouble for who you get in bed with, who you endorsing, and things like that. So
yeah. Big shout out to everybody on Instagram. If you can hear me, just press number 1. Let me know that you are in the building. Press number 1 and let me know that you're in the building. Now, listen, this fine dressed brother right here, and they look like I like to say this, and I hate when people give backhanded compliments and then all of a sudden give you that little insult in the background. I'm not even doing this. This fine dressed brother, this man who's casually looking good for no reason, sipping out of his love mug. He is sipping out of his love mug. Is my man, Mr. John O. John O, what's up, fella?
Good evening, fellas. How are you all doing this evening, Kings?
Damn, his voice even changed.
Yo, it is an extreme pleasure to be in the presence of all of you black brothers.
Oh my God.
Yes, sir. We ain't even mad at you.
Good to see you. I am humbled to be here. I am sad that one brother that I really dressed up for, Ike Buzz, is not gonna be here because I wanted to hear his clowning on me about my outfit. But I'm happy to be here. Thank you for having me, JP.
You look great.
Open the window, yo. There's flies rolling around in there.
All that
Too much shit talking.
all that bullshit just now, right? look, even Lorraine started early. Lorraine said, "Ooh, John got a brand new week this week, John." Now, in the building, my Ace Boom Cool, and I'm gonna address something with my man right here, but none other than my man. No, you say your intro, but I don't want to take none of that from you. Go ahead, let him know who you are. You, I don't want not Forster. You, because I want you to say your whole intro. I want you to do it, bro.
Me?
No.
Yeah.
The other Harlem guy.
Yeah. Is his mic on?
Yeah. I didn't want to say your name. I want you to say the whole thing, bro. I want you to do the whole intro.
Are you talking to me?
Yes, sir. Okay,
I'm sorry, I got confused here because I thought the next person up was Black Word. My bad. Well,
We did Black Word. You
Harlem Blue coming through, true and true. Am I clear to you? All my views are just from my heart, and baby, I'm about to tear this bitch out.
Apart would have been better.
Yeah. I was waiting for that last one around. That's all right.
I got some shit on me. I got some shit on me. So we got to talk today, fellas.
Okay. And introducing, ladies and gentlemen, hey Isaiah, hey Buzz, you was definitely asked to come on in. If it's not too late, come on in, bro. Just keep your finger on the mute button when you get that little come on in. And ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce you. Huh?
I'm looking at the comments. Buzz said he had Sprint.
No, in spirit. He's here in spirit.
Oh, here in spirit. Oh,
go ahead, Caesar. Say something about his reading.
Fellas, I'm blind.
Go ahead, Caesar. Say something about his reading. Go ahead. Joining us for the very first time, fellas, at the King's table. Let me introduce to y'all. Now, let me tell you why I brought him on. He has a group on Facebook called Hard Talk, if I'm not mistaken, and he brings up some really great topics that causes major conversation on the internet. I try to be the little dickhead asshole on his page and just try to say something real light so that when I read the comments and he be going in, and then he does his own podcast. I think if not Sunday night, later on tonight, you'll be doing it. What day you do your podcast?
Yeah, I tell you the truth, I stopped. I used to do it on Sundays, but I used to do it at 8, but I haven't done it. I just figured, let me just deal with the words.
Yo, brother, ladies and gentlemen, introducing them for the very first time to the table talk. Give it up for my man, Mr. Foster Nichols, y'all. Clap it up for my man, Foster Nichols. Hey, Foster, before we even get started.
Yeah.
Hey, Buzz.
Can y'all see me?
Hold on, Buzz. I don't know where you at, but it's a lot of steam, or you in the white room. You in the bathroom?
Well, first of all, I signed on and heard John say, I believe I heard John say he wanted me to clown his outfit.
Yeah, but not right now. Not right now. Hold on. We're gonna get to that.
You asked me a question and then cut me out. Like
where Foster go? Foster broke out this. What the hell's going on with people?
you cut him off the show?
I'm not doing anything, brother. I'm not doing nothing. I'm not doing nothing. Foster, what happened, brother?
No, if everything froze, can y'all hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you. I wanted to bring you on because Foster, first off, guys, and Juan is in the comments too. Juan is coming in a little bit later. I think that your topics, man, are incredible. Just so that people know that I ain't bugging. Give them a few of your topics that you had that caused like some hysteria on the internet. First off, do you believe in a God? Let me ask you that. Do you believe in a God? Just a God?
Well, see, my thing is I do believe in God, but the Bible sometimes can throw me for a loop, and that I believe that comes from not really completely fully reading the Bible and understanding it, because people will pick topics, they will pick certain scriptures and jump around with it, and then that's supposed to be the whole thing, you know what I'm saying? But if you dig deep in the word, it will cause you to believe something else. Like my whole thing is with like right now, I just posted, why did God have a chosen people in the first place? If everybody, you know what I'm saying? If everybody started from Adam and Eve, then it went to Noah, how do you pick a chosen people? You know what I'm saying?
Let people go to your page. Make sure you check out his page, ladies and gentlemen. Yo, he be bringing on
a level of fuckery.
Yo, you read Lorraine? You read Lorraine already?
It's a level of fuckery. Let me tell you something. My family was like, you know, black families in Harlem, in the Bronx. We was, you know, you got to get up, go to church, all that shit. And at an early age, I started saying to myself, I didn't understand. This is my first question when I was like maybe 10 to 12. I was like, so wait a minute. Because I'm in Sunday school. I was like, wait a minute. So Jesus and God are two different people. So God is God.
Mm-hmm.
I never understood that.
Jesus for? Jesus is Jesus. He ain't God though. So I never fucking got that. Like, boy, you better pray to Jesus. Like, why?
But for some reason, it seems like black folks will worship Jesus more, and it seems like white folks worship God for whatever reason. That was my first question. I never fucking got that. No one could ever explain that to me. And then I think it was like maybe 10 years later, something like that. It was like when we had the first Black Miss America. Not Vanessa Williams, but the dark-skinned chick before her. And everybody in the media, the first thing they would say about her is she was Christian. That was the first thing I used to watch the pageant all the time. And I used to I said to myself back then, I was like, yo, and I was like 20 then. I was like, yo, I've never heard them say this white woman who won the pageant was Christian. But all of a sudden, this black woman wins the pageant. So we have to tell the world she's Christian in order for it to be okay with everybody. I was like, and I'm 20 and I got that because I was like, yo, y'all never said that about white bitches.
Yo, no,
she's just a white pretty bitch.
hey, the word niggas and bitch. Let's try to tone that down.
Oh, I'm sorry, my bad. I'm sorry. I told you, I'm.
You on something?
My bad.
I know. Wow, but that's dope though. That's dope. So definitely, ladies and gentlemen, make sure you check out my man Foster's page and all that kind of stuff. Now, here's the great part. What's going, fellas? First off, Blue, I already know you got a whole bunch of stuff, and I want to address something now. The table talk is for us to bring in trending topics and stuff like that, but then it's also to be real with one another. So with us being real with one another today, I want to talk to my man Blue. And I wanna, because this is my man. You got to really understand, ladies and gentlemen. You hear us go at it, but you don't understand the type of love that I got for this brother. So today we're gonna address something. But let's start here. What's going on this week, fellas? Anybody got anything to say? What took you over this week? Because there was a lot of stuff in the news.
Man, Alec Baldwin, man. The fact that they say he shot somebody on set. A real bullet was in the gun. This is the second time I heard of it. Happened before with Brandon Lee.
Yeah,
Bruce Lee's son was shot on the set. This is ridiculous. I think it's a sacrifice, man. They think they can do whatever they want, man. Yeah, not acceptable.
It's actually the third time it's happened in America.
Third time, okay.
Yeah, it's the third time. It was Brandon Lee first, and then there was a guy after Brandon Lee that it was actually blanks in the gun, but the gun was too close to his head, so it killed him anyway. And now this is the third time.
Got a real bullet.
One shot critically, and the other one, the cinema photographer female chick, she's dead. So God rest her soul.
And quiet as it's kept, a lot of people die on sets all over. Every year, a lot of people. It was a girl. They was filming somewhere out west on the train tracks, and there was a mattress. It was a scene that was supposed to be on the train tracks, and for some reason, ain't nobody know the train was coming, and it hit the actress girl. How?
Yeah. How you not here? Friend. Yeah.
Nobody heard it coming.
Even blind people touch the rail to feel it shaking and know a train.
Hold on, let me just say this. I seen a chick hit by a train before. She was doing the dumb shit, crossing those
faces of death. Faces of death.
Faces of Death. What's Faces of Death?
That's what.
Yeah,
You never seen that?
You never saw Faces of Death?
Top Gore.
Yo, listen, bro. Faces of Death had a whole bunch of death scenes.
Wow.
Actual. Like this ain't no Hollywood shit. They had real death scenes all on videotape, and you would watch it. And one of the scenes was a young girl not paying attention, walking across the train tracks, and got bodied.
Wow.
Now they moved all of that online.
JK, I think that's what I saw.
I'm talking about.
I saw it was actually look like a woman that was coming from work or something, and she was crossing the train tracks, had the cell phone to her ear. That train
and running.
I was like, oh shit.
No, this was before. There was no cell phones back then. But she was in a white dress, walking just as casual, like the day has just begun. As soon as she, what?
You could pull all that up on YouTube and Top Gore if you want to get a look.
I don't get into gore. I can't do that gore stuff.
Nah.
Yeah. So let me get this straight. So, because I didn't know, like, I was real late to the party when I heard about Alec Baldwin. So he had a Hollywood gun. He was on, from what I'm understanding, the movie is called Rampage, and he was on the set to Rampage, and he shot the blank. He shot what he thought was a blank, and it was a real bullet, and it took 2 people out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. And everybody keeps saying it was a blood sacrifice.
Somebody put a real bullet in that gun.
Somebody had to, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, somebody had to put a real bullet in that gun. How y'all feeling about that? Is your heart aching? Is your heart aching? John, let me ask John.
I feel like what if Alec Baldwin was like Samuel Jackson or somebody? What if he was black? Would it be a different story?
Would he be going to jail right now and being held until they found out who did that with the gun? Yeah.
Or Denzel or somebody.
People don't understand. There's a whole different set of rules for black folks in this country. You know what I'm saying? That's Alec Baldwin, and they was like, "Oh, it's just Alec Baldwin." You know, the great Alec Baldwin. Would it have been different if it was Samuel L. Jackson or Denzel Washington or Jamie Foxx?
Yeah.
You know? Would it?
They sent Alec home to sleep it off.
And what I did read is him go, "It's on my mind. It's on my mind, and it weighs heavy on me in my heart." Killing a motherfucker, I think.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Yeah, killing somebody cold. Yeah, killing somebody cold-blooded. Yeah, hell yeah, this should be on your mind, ladies and gentlemen. Joined in by one and only our most intelligent guy. I'm gonna say he's one of the most intelligent guys at this table. None other than. Go ahead, introduce yourself, because I know you got a lot of AKAs. I don't know what you're coming with today.
Oh yeah, my name is Juan, aka Dexter St. Jacques.
Yeah. And if you know who that is,
I didn't know we were doing AKAs. I got a whole bunch.
You got AKAs, John?
Right now, yeah. I always have AKAs.
I just know that.
I mean, well, what? First and foremost, the most obvious one, AKA the most best dressed dude in the room.
Come on.
We start off with that. AKA. We can't. You know what? A lot of them have the N word in it, so let's pass.
What else? We got so much to cover today, man. Blue was hitting on everything that I was hitting on during the middle of the week. Blue, what's on your mind, brother? I know you got some stuff on your heart, brother.
Well, I've been watching that shit closely. Well, you know me, I watch everything closely with this stuff. But that Dave Chappelle thing with the
still going
people, it's wild, man. It's kind of wild. Capone said something on Comedy Hype, and I know I've said the same thing on this channel that we take a page out of their book, man. Capone actually said, we need to get somebody over here to teach us how to do what they doing, because this shit is ridiculous. How y'all be, like half of this shit that y'all going hard on Dave Chappelle. When I saw that shit on the walkout, man, I was like, okay, this is ridiculous. And how do y'all let this type of fuckery get into your movement? Like, if you're going to, if you're going to be out there saying, yo, you fucking around with us and we ain't taking this shit no more and it's not right. Well, you got to make sure you right. You know what I'm saying? That's how I'm looking at it. You got to make sure you right. You can't have your spokesperson having racist shit, the same type of shit that you got Kevin Hart thrown off the Oscars for. This is your spokesperson, the racist bitch against Asian people. What the fuck? Really? And then you attack a dude. Y'all can't do that. You rip his sign up and then do some white shit talking about, oh, he got a weapon. Nah, nigga, it was a sign.
Damn, Blue. Hey, Blue, you are being and ending up this whole situation, brother. Yeah,
that shit just got me. That shit. I'm sorry, y'all. My apologies to the channel. I'm sorry. That it just got me heated. Like, yo, I got to get out there because what?
You saw the video, right? Did y'all all see did we all see the video of the Dave supporter who came to the walkout and he had I support Dave.
White goofy dude.
Yeah, goofy. He was goofy as hell.
I didn't see that.
Oh, you ain't see it? Let me see if I can find. Hold on. Let me see if I can find.
He looked like that comedian dude. What's my man's name? He be on everything. He be getting like little parts. Real big dude with the beard and glasses. He be on like shit like.
I say this much about him. He held his composure. Because I'll be honest with you. Again, when we always reference if it was a black person, I think a black person would have spazzed out.
It just go to show you the exact same things that he was talking about in his special. Are real. Your actions, you displayed it. You used white privilege in this shit. Y'all motherfuckers got Trump violent with this shit. No, so Trump violent. That's going to be a new thing. Trump violent.
Hey, yo, real quick. Do you think for every anti Dave march, we should set up a one for him? Like if they out there displaying all of this nonsense about no, those who are for him should have supporter marches and see what happens.
Hey, I'm down, brother. I'm down.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's good.
We go to Times Square, New York.
Yeah, go to Netflix. Go stand in front of Netflix with a bunch of signs saying we support Dave.
Yeah,
that's it.
Yeah, Blue. I was gonna say, Blue. You know, this reminds me of that one Shakespearean quote. He said, "He's a doth protest much," and basically what that means is that the same people that's always whining about is the person that's always whining about, oh, my rights, this, my rights, that the same person that's always whining about something that's wrong. They're the ones that's actually doing dirt. Like how many times you've seen politicians that have run up, sit there, be all up against prostitution. Oh, prostitution is wrong. It's wrong. It's the devilness. And then they get busted with a prostitute, arrested, and then have to resign from office.
The gay stuff is wrong. And you're looking at Mike Pence and you're like, but you're gay.
Yo.
You might not be telling me you're gay, but I can see you're gay, nigga.
Hey, if I have to tell you about that N-word one more time, god damn.
And Jay, I tried to catch it like halfway out. I was like, I did it again.
I think it wasn't just the leader or the front runner of that movement also had Chinese anti-Chinese tweets, gay bashing tweets, racist tweets. So yes, I find it very funny, and I saw the same video. I couldn't find it just now, ladies and gentlemen. If you have the video, please put it in the link in the description.
How do you let that person?
They snatched that picket sign out of his hand, broke the Dave Chappelle sign off, gave him back. He kept the stick, and then they called the police and said he has a weapon.
Wow, that's crazy.
Then called the police and said he had a weapon. I could not believe it. But that's what they do. They cry victim. Once again, they cry victim. As soon as they get a chance, we're the victim. And this is what his whole special is about. They're just actually proving him right. You know what I'm saying? Netflix is never going to take it down. I think the backlash of them taking it down would be even harsh than if they listen to what's going on right now. So a week later, fellas, how are y'all feeling about it?
I noticed that they moved Dave Chappelle's special to number 10. I think it was number 2, right, or 3 on Netflix. They moved it to number 10 now.
Well,
just a short period of time, like.
Well, this Squid Game and all that stuff on there too, so people watch a lot of that. So.
That could be because everybody done saw it already, you know what I'm saying? And because they've had new stuff drop in the last week that is going to go, you know, number one because everybody been waiting for it.
Yeah, I don't know how.
And then views.
I just thought that was pretty quick. Yeah.
Yeah, Julius.
Squid Games is still number 2. Yeah.
You don't know how ratings go, there, Julius? You didn't know? That's
No, I know. I just know. I thought it was pretty quick. You know.
Yeah, I don't know.
I didn't fall for that trap. I didn't even answer that question.
I said, hey, it dropped in the charts. How did we moved on. We've actually moved on.
So you think any other comedians at that level will be able to speak the same way as Dave, even, you know, not as far as funny, but as far as topics?
Freedom wise, you're talking about as far as freedom wise?
Yeah.
I think comics should definitely stand behind Dave. And now that someone has forced the issue for conversation, we should definitely open the floodgates. We should definitely keep on following to let them know that we're not going to stop. We're not going to stop. But one of the things I always say about comedians is that we as a community of comedians are so clowny, so not together, so don't stand up for what needs to be stand up. Everybody has their own agenda, that they're not going to see this as an opportunity of freedom of speech. You know,
I want Bill Cosby.
Wasn't that the statement behind the statement?
Say it again.
I mean, wasn't that the statement behind the statement? It's like, look, you know, he made his views known about the LGBTQ and about racism and stuff like that. But behind all that, what he was really trying to say was that I'm a comic and I have the right to say what I want to say on my set.
One of the things I always say is if you listen to it, first thing he says, one of the things he said, being a comic is being mean. Something about being mean. He said, I'm not saying this because I'm being mean. I'm saying it because it's funny. You know, sometimes comedy, the opposite of that comedy mask is tragedy. You cannot have tragedy without having comedy. You know, comedy with no tragedy is just some boring, privileged, you know, hey, I got a new Ferrari, and nobody wants to hear that. You know, there has to be some type of trauma that triggers the comedy.
A lot of comedy comes from a dark place.
Well, yeah, not a lot of comedy. Comedy comes from a dark place. If I sat here and told you, you know, I had a great life, and then I bought a Lamborghini, how entertaining is that? You know what I'm saying? So
that's why I think Bill Cosby right now, if he went out there and kept it real, that'd be the best comedy set of all time.
That would be real scary, though. You know,
it would be real scary.
Yeah,
it'd be scary, but everybody's watching it.
But look, they said I dropped pills in 57. That's a lie. It was only 33 of them.
Yeah, I want to hear Bill keep it real, but I'm thinking more like the Bill from the Cosby Show. I'm not thinking 89-year-old Bill.
Yeah,
I've watched. What's my man?
That's what make it okay.
Before he passed away, I was listening to Dick Gregory before he passed away, man. And I was like, okay, he's rambling right now.
No, but you know, let me tell you something about them older people, man. When they start rambling at that age, they don't care about what the truth is. The truth, and it's going to come out. You start
I know the truth is going to come out, but sometimes rambling is just rambling.
Yeah. Listen, brother.
You just need an editor.
You got to edit shit out and get to the good stuff.
I was listening to Dick Gregory towards the end, and he was going, so what do you mean? We just, because he always whistles. So we supposed to let the white people just do what they want to do? No, stop them. And I was going, whoa, this guy. You know, he already know he got his letter in the mail that he about to check out. Yeah, he got his letter in the mail. And now he wants to start the revolution. So, you know, look at Quincy Jones. Quincy Jones on his way out, and man, when they had to pull that microphone away from that.
That interview he did, he was like, man, the Beatles couldn't play for shit.
Yo, they had to pull that microphone from him. Didn't he?
So did,
and he wouldn't clarify like what the details. He wouldn't get into the details of it. Like you said, he said, "Let's stop the white people." Okay, stop them how? Like he never, gives you an example how to do it.
Oh, you talking about Dick Gregory?
Yeah, Dick Gregory, man. He doesn't go into detail about his.
Listen, brother.
He said something insightful.
Yeah.
He was talking about the police brutality. He said, instead of just going after the cops to fire them, he said, go after their pensions, take their life insurance.
That's right.
That's one time.
He said, go after their money. He said.
I think white people.
But that's why it's set up so you can't do that. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
The system's set up so you can't. It's one of the only systems that's set up where you can't, if you feel an officer's wronged you, you know what I'm saying, come back and sue the officer. It's ridiculous.
Pretty much.
The
whole system.
A doctor for malpractice. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You can even sue your lawyer if your lawyer fucked you over, but you can't sue a cop.
Mm-hmm.
The whole system is rigged. Like
didn't
court system itself.
I'm sorry, brother. Didn't they get rid of some form of qualified immunity recently somewhere?
I think
the Supreme Court ruled they let the qualified immunity go through. They didn't because some people was challenging it. It was two different cases of police brutality, and they were suing the police officers. They wanted to have the ability to sue them, and the court struck it down. They said, nah, they let them keep the qualified immunity. Yeah, because it was like two different cases, similar situations, and they said nope.
Yeah, the system already protects itself from any outside power.
Yeah.
The only thing I feel like the system would be scared of is if everybody got together. Like the summer riots, that shook the system up a little bit. That's what that dude in jail for what's his name?
Chauvin.
George Floyd.
Yeah, the dude that came forward. If that summer riots wouldn't have happened, I don't think that dude would have went to jail at all.
Oh, nah.
I'm a firm believer.
Going to jail.
I am a firm believer that sometimes some shit gotta burn, brother. Like Blue will tell you, my conversation, sometimes you got to burn shit down and start beginning. You hear me? Because people don't hear you when you, hey man, you on my foot. Hey man, you on my foot. Hey man, hey, you on my motherfucking foot.
Yeah.
So people gotta hear you sometimes, and I think sometimes people miss out when you stepping on somebody's foot, and sometimes some shit gotta burn.
Yeah, God did it. Sodom and Gomorrah, burning this motherfucker down.
Yo, this is why I wanted this guy in this room. Did you hear what he? Did you hear the? Did
Sodom
you hear
and Gomorrah?
Don't look back.
Down.
There's
Don't look back.
There's a former preacher which his name escapes me right now, but he talks about the Bible and he brings up the fact that that it's all allegory. You know what I mean? And he's like, I wish I could remember this brother's name, but he talks about the stories and everything. He said this is all allegory. In other words, this is all fake. These are all stories. These are all basically moral stories to show you what and what not to do. You know what I'm saying? So
see, that's funny because I didn't know the Bible had an algorithm.
In other words, this is all fake. These are all
He's an allegory, man, not an algorithm.
Oh, my bad. Let's move on.
Yeah, just like JP said, sometimes you gotta burn it down.
I'm a firm believer in that, and I'm not afraid. If I was any younger, let me tell you, if I was younger with this mind, it would be dangerous because you're looking at a guy who, in my younger self, I wouldn't mind the bloodshed being. I don't mind the bloodshed being spilled, and I'm 50-something years old. If I had this kind of temperament and mindset in my 20s, I probably would have been one of the guys out there, setting shit ablaze in one of the little quote unquote what we say rallies. You know what I'm saying?
Thank God for the fullness of time.
Yes. I'd have been one of those guys that showed up in your town with a paper license plate so you can't track my car. I think you didn't know how they did it. During those times with those riots, You know what I mean? License plates from other states was in this little borough right here. I was going, why is it everybody has temp plates? Because they was coming here for that fuckery. You know what I'm saying? They was coming here to do that damn thing. And when they get a chance, they take that paper plate, crumble it up, keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I think I'd have been one of those guys. And that's a scary thing.
Yo, in the summer riots, I seen videos of people paying the young black dudes to just break stuff.
Yeah, what about the young white kid who came with the automatic weapon when they were rioting somewhere, and he shot up, I think, about 3 or 4 people and stuff.
Oh yeah, killed him.
I think his name is
he just had a sentencing.
Huh?
He just had a sentencing.
Oh, he was sentenced?
Yeah, sentenced, or he went to trial.
Oh, was it trial? One of them. He just had a trial then.
Yeah,
I gotta look that up.
Yeah, Kyle Rittenhouse. That's his name.
Kyle Rittenhouse. That's what his name is.
Yeah, that's his name.
It's amazing.
Yeah, I don't know what they doing with that one. I mean, I know he's the last thing I saw is that they were creating all these little accounts and to get him money for his defense, all these little funds and everything. GoFundMe and all that shit.
Are you serious?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
From jump. They were doing that for him. Then you had the other two that chased down that the black jogger. So their trial is happening. I think it's jury selection right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they're going through jury selection right now and this is the first 2 weeks of that, and then the trial will begin shortly after that. And their defense is that they thought that he was robbing a construction site. Oh. That's the defense they're going with.
Yeah,
just running with lumber.
I can't remember the show I was watching, but I was watching some show on Amazon Prime. And it was
I saw what happened with his case. They threw out 2 key pieces of, I guess, like character witness against the guy Rittenhouse. One of them was they mentioned an attack he had with altercation with another woman, with his sister back in 2020, and then they tried to show him his various affiliations with far right Proud Boys organizations. The judge threw those pieces of evidence. Not necessarily evidence, I guess, so to speak.
Character evidence,
yeah. We threw that out against them.
I was watching this documentary about the race wars that happened in England. I can't remember the name of the.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? And
I've been meaning to watch it. I haven't watched it yet though.
I didn't know that they got down like this. England was not having it, brother. Them black folks in England, they fought. Well, it's easy to fight a cop who don't have a gun, but
right.
Whistles and riot shields. That's easy to fight that guy, but they went in on the cops. You hear me? I'm talking literally, like fighting them. They was throwing shit, fighting them. I said, "Go ahead, England." I didn't think you had it with that accent. This just does not sound like it's very scary or nothing like that. But them boys.
And what year did this happen?
Like 85, 84, 85.
And my question next is, and how much of this was on American news?
Nothing.
They don't want us to get riled up. They don't want to show that. They don't want to show that black people can fight back. Hell no. You know something?
They didn't. There's another incident up in England. This is back during World War II, when there was a black unit that was stationed over there in this town in England. So they tried to keep it segregated. They tried to keep the segregation over there going over there. The white soldiers and the black American soldiers, and the people in the town wasn't having it. They was like, "No, y'all not segregating them." Yeah. In fact, they kicked the white people out of the bar at one point, and then they let the black soldiers in, and then it became an incident where one of the first instances during World War II or even American history where it was soldier on soldier, because then there was black soldiers on one side, white soldiers on the other side, and they were shooting at each other.
Yeah, I forgot the name of the infantry. Yeah, I remember that. Crazy.
It's called Watch Race Wars. Race Wars on. Let me see if I can pull up some Race Wars. These English people was not going for it, brother. They was like, what? This will not happen here.
We love to war, though. War is fun.
Well, war makes money, and I think war is going to be the only thing that takes us out of our situation that we have today, because our situation
Distraction.
It's not. Well, it is a distraction. It is a distraction.
God like war. God love war.
That's why I brought him in here.
Video game, God of War. This is a video game.
That's why I brought him in here. Hey, Foster, why does God love war?
Because you can be used to change nations of people. The quickest way.
Look at John's face. John, you okay over there?
I'm good.
Yo,
I like his point.
Yeah. God loves
no quicker way. Ain't no quicker way.
What about you, Caesar? Because I know Caesar's reading from the wrong book because he got his
wrong book. I got the Old Testament, man.
Yo, John, what did you say?
In the Old Testament, there was a lot of war too.
Yeah.
In the old, you didn't want it. Let me tell you something. One of the things you do know, this is what I do know about that book. You want that New Testament rule. You don't want that Old Testament rule.
What? Eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth.
That Old Testament, when God said this, and you didn't do that, dealt with. Jesus,
fire and brimstone.
Let me tell you, Jesus was the biggest buffer man could have ever gotten between God and man, because Jesus like, hold on, Father, let me talk. Let
me die for them. That's what
they know not what they do.
I love it when they slip that shit in to regular society to like then you know what shit is real. Like there was a scene on the West Wing between Alec Baldwin and Charlie Sheen and Alec Alder, and Alec Alder's character was supposed
Martin Sheen.
His character was supposed to be like this religious dude, but he was getting criticized for not going to church anymore. And Martin Sheen asked him, "Yo, why you stopped and why you stopped going to church and why this and that?" And he explained that his ex-wife, before she had passed away, she had found him the Old Testament, and it was like a classic one, and it was beautiful. And he was excited to read this, and then when he opened it up and started reading, he was like, what kind of cruel shit is this? So that's when he stopped fucking with the church like that, because he couldn't believe how cruel the Bible was, the original Testament.
Yeah, here we go, fellas. Here we go. I'm gonna play this real quick. This joint, you got to check this movie out if you get a chance, fellas.
Just so uplifting. It was fun, colorful. You didn't have much, but you were really happy. One of the best parties of the year. I am mad excited. You had generations coming in at different times. The crowd was going, the vibes was nice, the music was right. Just before 6 o'clock this morning, singing and dancing gave way to panic. Children have been burnt. We didn't feel that Britain owned that tragedy. We did not matter. The new crossfire became an us and them affair.
It felt, because I was born here, I'm not wanted.
The black community cannot just stand by and allow this to happen.
People started saying, we're going to have to do something. We had the power and we were able to mobilize. It's one of the proudest moments in our lives.
This is the beginning, not the end.
A pioneering 3-part documentary uprising.
Yo, let me tell you something, man. They don't want that. They don't want black folk. Listen, man, if you get a chance, go check out Uprising on Amazon Prime.
There's a lot of black shit on Amazon Prime. I was watching throughout the pandemic. I'm like, God damn, like Black history and black people against Christianity and telling the truth about Christianity. I was like, all this shit. Ooh. It was like I was taking the class. I'm getting up 8 o'clock in the morning. First video.
Yeah, man.
Can I ask y'all a question? Do you know of any black neighborhoods, right, that is not considered the hood, where it's like everybody in there is 6 figures and better, of any black neighborhood?
It's one in Atlanta.
Yeah.
Just picking, like very few is what I'm saying.
There's actually one that I can't remember exactly what the name of it, and the reason I remember it is because it was in the news. Because white realtors were trying to defer people from, like, white people that were looking for, houses to buy a house. They were trying to defer them from moving into that area, and it became a thing in the news. And it's a very uply mobile black area. Like, everybody in the area, everybody in that neighborhood makes like 6 figures, and it's very nice.
Is it? What state? What state?
I can't remember. I seen it in the
Foster.
news. Huh?
I'm sorry, Foster. Where are you at? What state are you in?
Oh, I'm in Jersey. I'm in Jersey. Oh, I'm down Trenton area.
Hey, so would you consider Baldwin Hills an affluent black 6-figure place? Those who've been to LA?
What about Sugar Hill?
I would say no. I think Baldwin Hills might fall in that category, as well as probably Buckhead in Atlanta.
I was thinking of
Buckhead.
like Fort Washington up in Maryland.
Mm-hmm.
Wherever Tyler Perry lives.
Yeah, the reason I asked that question,
Hillcrest
right?
up in Hillcrest up in upstate New York, I think too. One of them I can think of.
Yeah,
it's very few though, like you said.
Yeah, that's the reason I asked the question, because there's a sprinkle. They do exist, but they're very small. Now I'm gonna tell y'all where I live. There's the Indians. The Hindu Indians. There are pockets. I'm talking like continuously areas where the whole community is Indians, and they're all 6 figures or better, and they're just everywhere. Bro,
you need to come out here and see this shit.
Yo, I'm talking about if anybody was in the position to take over financially, it'd be them.
It's same thing out here, man. Well, actually, it's more in the Seattle area because that's where all the tech companies are. So yeah, Microsoft and all that. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't realize it until I was driving Uber. And so I'm driving Uber and Lyft. I'm doing it for hours on top of hours. And I swear to God, man, you pick them up at Microsoft, take them to their neighborhood. They got the whole neighborhood. They got the whole apartment. Right. It's an apartment complex. You know what I'm saying? So this is for thousands of people. You know what I'm saying? They got that whole shit locked down.
Yes.
You go over to the mini mart. They got half the mini mart now locked down. You know what I'm saying? They got their own businesses in there. So not only are they working at Microsoft or Amazon, but they taking that money and they open up their little restaurants, their little cleaners and all that. They doing what they supposed to do, B.
I didn't even know that.
The other reason I asked that question, because I say, what if black people was to just flow the way they flowing, where they take over a whole community? It's just.
But we've done that before. We've done that in the past.
Done that several times.
Black Wall Street.
No, but they'll cut it off. They'll cut us off from it.
Yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong. This cast is still, this cast is still doing it, trying to do it today. That's what Nipsey was doing. A cat that I used to follow back in the days, Derek Coleman, they used to play NBA basketball. He was doing that shit out in Detroit. He's been doing that shit for years, putting his money in the community. He bought a mini mart, you know what I'm saying, putting his money into the community to build the community up. So there's cats out there doing it, you know what I'm saying? But when it comes to us,
the thing is, see, one or two black people is not gonna make a difference.
You need a whole conglomerate.
Yo. Yes.
I need a basketball player. I need a rapper. I need a business guy. Rich Paul, put your money into this community.
You need a whole black school, of rich kids coming up, like the community. The Indian community is so good. When I go in there to do business, because I do auto detailing. When I go in there to do business, once one person refer me, I do the whole community, and it's the same community.
Yeah,
I'll be in there for weeks.
Yo,
and I'll be like, damn,
you do the whole
black
community?
people can't be like this.
Well,
I mean, there's I was gonna say, I put it like this: just because we don't see them out there as much, put out there as much, don't mean that they don't exist. I mean, there's more. There's a whole bunch more. I'm just looking up right now. Kettling, Maryland. You know, average family income is like in the six figures. Olympia Fields, Illinois. Fort Washington, Maryland. You know,
Right.
there's pockets of black folks that they're out there.
They're
Of course, but of course they're not. People not gonna put it on blast like that. It's like a thing of you know.
And here's the thing. If you're out
when
there,
you
don't tell nobody.
Yes, what I'm saying is when you compare it to other races that's doing it, we're still small. You know what I'm saying?
Well, yeah, you got to. First off, you got to remember, black folks are still, and correct me if I'm wrong. Black folks are still a minority in this country. Am I safe to say that? Are we a minority?
13 to 15% population. Yep.
So we're still a minority as a people in this country. So and now that we're that much of a minority, now break that minority down to even a smaller minority of people who own businesses. Then break that down to a smaller minority of a group of us that can get together and make our neighborhoods and communities. So of course that number is going to seem real small compared to this country. You know what I'm saying?
Especially when you have government programs that are catering to folks that are coming into and giving them massive loans and incentives, to start businesses and stuff like that. Whereas they won't, do it for us. They won't give us the housing loans.
Hold on, Black Words. I was gonna say, Black Words. Actually, to your point, I think in the last administration, not Trump, but the Obama administration, they did enact a lot of different grants and stuff for African American communities, the minority communities, for grants to start, businesses and things like that.
Yeah,
and
but he only did 8 years, is what I'm saying.
Right. Yeah, they were out there.
I got a question for us.
Yeah, they are.
I got a question for us black men. And Blue, tell me when I'm joking, bro. Blue, tell me when I'm lying. About a year ago, maybe, when the George Floyd stuff started popping off, the hot word that everybody was jumping on, and tell me when I'm lying, Blue, was systematic racism. Systematic racism. We can prove the systematic racism with the systematic racism. And what did I say, Blue? I said, stop playing with that word. They will never admit to systematic racism. And I said that the moment
I was about to say, well, going back to what you were saying about systematic racism and it becoming the hot thing. Everybody's talking about it. Because you got to remember, before, like when Obama was taking office and all that, you had a whole bunch of characters talking about there was no more racism. You know what I'm saying? Everybody from Bill O'Reilly to fucking Morgan Freeman and Don Lemon. Everybody from that. Racism, we can ignore this. It's a thing that passes in your mind, yada, yada. They were on their platform saying shit like that. And then you have Trump. You have all the effects of Trump, you know what I'm saying? Starting from the riot that killed the girl, you know what I'm saying, in Virginia, all the way up to the new election. Then you have George Floyd on top of that, and Breonna Taylor and all that. And like you said, JP, all of a sudden, racism's real. Racism, systematic racism. It's all in everything. It's in the store. It's in the supermarkets. It's everywhere.
In the supermarkets.
It's true. With the milk. They did a study. They did a study on milk in the communities, in the poor communities, that it has higher radiation in the milk. So it is true. Yeah.
So this is what I was saying. I said this to everybody when I said don't get hung on that word. Do not love that word, because they will never admit to systematic racism. Because the second they admit to systematic racism, you can now track back to when this systematic racism began, and they will owe from that point until the present day, and they will never pay, and they will never own to that. So I told people, you better keep moving. You putting your hopes into the wrong words. Systematic racism isn't what you want to put your money on, because they'll never admit to it. We're talking about a real sneaky beast here.
Case in point, look at what they do. Okay, so you go from that, you jump from that to now. What are all these white people, parents, arguing about right now? There's only two things.
The masks.
One is the vaccine mandates and the mask and the schools. That's one thing. But the other thing, there's front and center. Everybody from Megyn Kelly and on.
Critical race theory.
What they call it? Critical race theory. Now let's be honest. What is critical race theory?
What is critical race theory? Or what are they saying it is?
They're trying to what critical race theory is basically, for those that know, is basically going back to opposing of the theory, saying that the system of America from its inception was there was obstacles put in the way of everybody that's unprotected, lower classes of people, that included Black people, that included Indians, that included any minorities, any poor people, and saying that system systematically on a whole was built to keep those classes of people down, and it's been woven so much into the fabric of our country that it's hard to pull it from. A lot of these white people, they don't want to hear that.
Hold on for a minute, Warren. What do you think about that, Blue?
Now, JP, again, what is it? What they're trying to do, you know what I'm saying? Because Warren, very elegant, very
that's why I love drop bombs from my man Warren.
Very elegant,
very
smooth, baby face, 12-year-old motherfucker. I love you. Because sometimes I get verklempt in my shit, and you know what I'm saying, I fluster over. But basically, let's be honest about what it is. Critical race theory, they give it this big title coming from this Black professor, yada yada. All it is true history, the real history of what went down and how we got to this point. That's all critical race theory is.
So wait, a black man came up with critical race theory?
A woman.
Black woman?
Yeah, I believe it's a black woman.
All right, then watch this. I got a whole nother thought about it. Watch this. First off, critical race theory to me is another way of them taking away the sure definite power that racism happened to Black people. If they can say it didn't just happen to Black people, it happened to everybody. Once again, what they're doing is taking away the power from Black Lives Matter to all lives matter. No, I don't care about the racism of this person. I don't care about the racism of that person. I only care about the racism of Black people. If you keep clumping me in this, I will never get mine. That's one. And two, if it's a Black woman that said that, they put that monkey up to say it.
I disagree with that. I think you're just hearing what we're telling you about it, but it's basically a study on this is the real history of America. That's all it is. Here's what you did to us. Here's what you did.
Who's the us? Who's the us?
Well, it starts with us. It starts with Black people. It starts with everything. Here's what you actually fucking did. You know what I'm saying? But understand this. If you're going to tell people what they actually fucking did, you have to tell all of it. You know what I'm saying? You can't say, I don't want to tell this story. I just want to tell this story. No, tell it all. Because believe me when I say it's all bad.
Now listen, here's my
and let's face it, the only people that are arguing about this that don't want it in the schools, and we know why, is white people.
Now watch this. Now, once again, this goes to my argument when I say I don't want to be clumped in with our issue, our Black issue. It obviously, when we get clumped into other people's fights and arguments, it seems as if everybody else walks away with
some type of bag,
right? Where once again we are still sitting here saying, "Well, where's ours?" I was in the civil rights movement too, and we didn't give us ours. But as soon as the women join, the women get all theirs. They got to show their titties and walk out with their shirts off and all that kind of stuff. Once again, I don't want the Black issue to be clumped into a and fellas, you know, please don't let my voice be the only voice. I don't want the black issue clumped in to everybody's issue. If you don't isolate our issue and fix our issue is never going to get dealt with.
Listen,
well,
the reason why
the
reason why we can't let that happen because there was no other community that used to be chattel slavery. You know what I mean? There was no other community that used to be thought of as a possession. You dig what I'm saying? There was no other community that had experiments performed on them. There was no other community that had to go through the black codes and Jim Crow and all the stuff like that there. So now I don't want to be clumped with everybody else because most other communities came here on their own what I'm looking for.
Accord.
They came
here on their own accord. They wasn't forced here. Okay, so that's a little different. But back to one thing y'all was talking about with the systematic racism. There was this movie called The Banker, right? And it stars Samuel Jackson and Anthony Mackie, right? So now, what they did, and I used to think about this. I was like, well, you know, if you can't get in certain neighborhoods, why don't you just get you a white front man? Well, lo and behold, these two guys had a white front man. They were thinking that years before I was born. But
yeah, like what year was that movie based in? Like, what was it? The 20s?
The 20s and 30s.
Yeah.
No, I don't think it was that far back. But yeah, probably around 50s and 60s or something like that in there. So they had a white front man, and they would go in and they would buy these properties or what have you. And then when the people that live in the properties who are wealthy or well-to-do white folks would come out and see that the owners, you know, were black and stuff like that, they got freaked out. But because of that, the reason why we have some of these housing codes against oh my God,
redlining.
Redlining.
Yeah, well, no, yes, it's against discrimination. There's laws on the books for housing discrimination because of what these two cats did. All right, and so that right there will show you that there was systematic racism because of redlining and different things of that nature. That was they were trying to keep us out.
Sort of making sure that never happens again.
Right.
Wow.
Right.
Wow.
Yep.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
But continue going around the room.
No, but clarify something. There's laws. When you say there's laws on the books, there's laws on the books about to stop that type of systematic racism, or there was laws on the books so you couldn't. So like a couple of black organization couldn't do that anymore. Which one?
There's laws on the books that basically say that you can go into any damn neighborhood you want and buy whatever the hell you want.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I didn't.
So how do you still there, Blue?
No, go ahead.
I thought you froze. So how do we feel? Do you think that they keep going around the room? Juan, do you feel like the black agenda should be clumped in with this what's race? What race?
Critical race theory.
Critical race theory.
Yeah.
Critical race theory it is about us. I mean, to be honest, it is about us. It's not clumped in with anything else. It is about us.
Yeah.
It's about us and how we were unprotected underclass since the beginning. And then even when it got to the point where we had the enaction of the 13th, 14th, and 15th Amendment, there was still laws that, states and, local jurisdictions were able to usurp the federal, laws that they put on the books and stuff.
What was that word?
Usurp. meaning oversee, they can supersede.
I was about to go, Alexa, tell me what usurp means. I was like, what?
But going to what I was saying, yeah, you had, because at that point in time where, 13th, 14th, 15th Amendment, where, basically saying, blacks were freed, we weren't a slave class, we had the right to own property and things like that. But because of the way our system is, somebody on a state level can say, they can interpret that differently however they want to. So they can say, well, yeah, that may be true, but in the states, we got states' rights. We got local rights. We can say, nah, that's not necessarily apply to us, and we don't want them to have this because X, Y, Z. I mean, and I was even reading some of the old papers from the 18th century and stuff when they was after this happened during the Reconstruction period down in the South. Do you know the same argument? They was making against the Mexicans saying, oh, the Mexicans are going to take over. They're going to take all the white man's jobs and all that other stuff. They were saying that about black people. As soon as they said blacks was freed, they was making that same exact argument. Oh, the blacks are going to take over jobs.
Can I say something? Just say something? That goes to a feeling that I have, and I always express it on this show. That's why I don't jump into that like, oh, fuck them and fuck them. That's just where I come from, because I understand this white supremacy and how it works, how they separate us, that, oh, beware of him, push back, beware of them, and everybody's of this and that, get back. And it's like, oh, now they're pitting all of us against each other. That's a trick within the game that I recognize, and I'm like, nah, I can't hate on anybody. I can focus on what black people need to do without hating on anybody else, because I know that's what
I don't think it's a matter of hating or stopping them from getting theirs. I think it's just a matter of
get ours. We supposed to protect ours.
Yeah,
protect our own. Get ours.
I personally feel like as long as we looking for somebody else to give us what we feel is ours, we lost right there. If we don't take it ourselves, we ain't gonna never get it.
So here we go. Foster's a brand new ear to this. So Foster, one of the things that me and Blue go back and forth with, this is me and Blue's war. Blue's war. Yeah, this is Blue's side of the war is we can all get ours together. We don't have to stop nobody else from getting ours. We just have to move forward, like you said, and get ours.
And take
ours. Well, however you want to say it. My argument is stop putting everybody first. And I don't care about other people's fights and arguments. I want my people to get ours now.
Now, okay. This is my thing with that, right? My thing is, until we all are ready to die for the cause, nothing will change. We got to be ready to die for ours, or nothing will change.
Hold on for a minute. Hold on, Foster. What was you going to say, Jono?
I was going to piggyback on you and agree with you, because it seems like for us, every time, and this is something that we constantly said. I'm sure at one point in time in this group or outside of this group, it seems like every time there is some kind of tragedy against some other kind of race, we are the first ones to be up there, help hate, help this person, help that person. We are always sympathetic to the issues, and I'm not saying don't be sympathetic, but these things that we go ahead and champion for these other people don't never seem to champion for us. And I'm sick and tired of being the person who plasters stop Asian hate, stop this person, and then the Asian people, that shit stops for them. They give them money, and they do whatever they need to do. They clean it up for them, and now we're sitting here looking like, what the fuck happened? Well, what about us? And then the Asian people, you don't see them up there talking about blah blah blah. Yeah, okay, yeah, you're gonna see a couple people put up Black Lives Matter, but are they really on the front line? No, they're not. So I feel like for us, we need to stop trying to run and help every fucking body else. That's it.
That's why war is important.
I was gonna say, John, to your point, and I think I said this last week on the program, but I think the mistake in our civil rights movement was when we were fighting for equality, we should have been fighting for equity. Huge difference. The way if you see the way the other races do it, they're not, because there's Asians folks that's being discriminated against. There's other folks that's being discriminated against when they came to this country. But you know what they did? They went after the money first. They went and established businesses. They established, communities. They put their money behind each other and stuff, and they got the rights later. We started fighting more or less. We kind of hustled backwards a little bit. When we start having money and start having power, we can put money behind politicians. Shoot, we can go buy politicians to go vote,
but they won't let us do this. They won't let us get to the money. That's how that Black Wall Streetness. When we really start getting it together, then they come and shut it down.
And not just shut it down, Because if it gets too good,
burn it down.
We blow that shit up. We won't let these niggas get, excuse the expression, I'm sorry. We won't let these guys get this. You know what I'm saying?
Well, maybe that's why those communities we mentioned earlier are so quiet as kept.
Quiet as kept, yeah.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
They move in silence.
Wakanda, don't let them know we here. Put up the shield.
Hey yo, I love.
Case, keep a bag by the door just in case a white person shows up and says they own this shit.
Yo, listen, I love when
a la Chris Rock.
I love when I never saw that special. I gotta watch those specials too. I love when the movies show us what life is. Because what you just said about Wakanda is perfect. Because it matched just what Black Word said. That's why they don't really put themselves out there like that. Because if they put themselves out there like that, that could be their demise. So they keep the shield over themselves like Wakanda. That's so dope. Hey, what else is going on?
We might be talking too much right now. We giving out too much information.
Hey, brother, I'm already
white person on the other end, like say again.
Hey, but real talk. You heard
we're gonna have to start doing shows in Big Latin.
All people ball.
Jay, you heard the saying. Everybody heard the saying that the truth can kill you. Right?
Yeah, right now, there's a white guy sitting there with his headphone like this, just like in the 60s, going, "They've got it. They've uncovered us." I'm already scared because Forster keep going in and out. Like every time you turn around, Forster's signal goes in and out. You know, when you start talking that truth, brother, they listen. Something happens. God damn it!
Yeah, it ain't your signal.
You know what?
Clear as a motherfucker. They know you. They've been watching you, Forster.
Yeah.
Check this out real quick. When y'all talk about critical race theory, right? So the View the other day had on Condoleezza Rice. And I was like,
my God.
What rock has she crawled out from under and stuff like that? She got a hellified pair of legs on her for the beast as ugly as she is. But anyway,
Man, I hate that. What are you talking about?
Yeah, listen. I'm gonna be me. But listen,
I gotta hear this from Black workers. This is what white people is complaining about, and Condoleezza Rice
Blue, calm down. Let him get his fact in.
Check it out. So she gets on there and they're talking about critical race theory, and Condoleezza Rice, doesn't feel like it should be taught because she doesn't feel like little white kids should feel bad about the history that's taught in it. Well, when y'all teach about slavery and other things in school, shit, we've been sitting there looking like goddamn fools, and everybody looking around at you like, "Oh, you was a slave at one time" and shit like that. But we don't want these little white kids to feel fucking bad. You know what I'm saying? This is bullshit.
The fact that you even fixed your mouth on national TV to say we shouldn't make little white kids feel bad. Bitch, what?
They paid her. She got a check for that.
Well, listen, I think this. Now watch this, people. This is how I think. This is how I think. What's that rapper name? That young guy, Tenacious XXX?
Yeah.
Oh, Lil Nas X.
No, not Lil Nas X.
XXX
Pistachio.
He died.
That got killed.
Yeah.
He didn't. Don't say he died. He got killed.
He got killed. Yeah.
They still haven't found his murderer yet.
Yeah.
Wait, and it was on camera.
Right, and it was on camera. Right. Now watch this. Did you see his videos? He had a video where he hung by the neck with a noose a little white boy. Blonde hair, blue-eyed white boy, XXX Pistachio hung him in the video.
Oh, that was it right there.
That's it right there, brother. Let me tell you something. If white people haven't learned anything else, imagery,
everything.
That's why they control the media.
Everything.
It sticks, brother.
That's why they control the media, but it's starting to get away from them with shows like this.
Mm-hmm.
See, the internet is regulated.
Hey, yo,
get away.
Not to put bullseye on anybody's back, you know.
Yo, he said,
Ain't no getting away.
he said,
Yeah.
he
Yo,
said with shows like this. I was like this. What the Jesus Christ?
hey, especially because you brought Foster in and he over here talking all this, man. They get all our names. They're like, oh, okay, y'all know, follow him on IG. All right.
Yeah.
That's why I got an AKA.
Yo, Foster, I got a question for you.
Yeah.
So I heard you bringing up a lot of stuff about the Bible, whatever, stuff like that. So why do you think so many black women are still heavily enthralled with the church and so many black men are walking away from it?
See, comfort, right? See, the women's spirit needs comfort. They need something that they can mentally lean on, and the Bible's perfect for it. God is your provider. You know, Jesus will take care of you. You know, you don't need nobody but Jesus. That they wrote that for a woman.
That's pretty deep.
Nobody but Jesus.
Hey, fellas, is it safe to say that we can bring Foster back in here next week? Is it
Oh,
safe?
hell yeah! Bring this young brother back.
Another way to look at it too. Another way to look at it too is, I was gonna say another way to look at it is, you know, I mean that's the pimp pastor. You know, pastors is in that pimp family tree right
Pimps
there.
in the pulpit.
So
Yeah.
of course they go draw the women in with that. Yeah, baby, look at what it says here. Jesus will find you a man. You don't need him. Like you said, he will protect you. And I can slide on in here too. Yeah, I got you. Just
Exactly. God sent me here to take care of you.
Hey, hold on, fellas. Hold on. Hey, Caesar, you all right with all this, man?
It sounds like blasphemy, but yeah. It's like, oh man.
Hold on.
You don't know what I really want to
We have
say.
a true bona fide Christian over here, Caesar.
Tell him why you're mad, son. Tell him why you're really mad.
Let me just tell you how I feel real quick. You know, there's a lot of blasphemy happening right now.
Come in.
But no, the preachers have used the word for their own agenda. You know, corruption in the church and devils in the pulpit. Yeah, I understand that. But there's truth in the Bible and there's truth in the word. And I believe people can be guided through life with the Bible. You know, I believe so. And I've seen things personal experience. Okay, I've seen spirits. I've seen angels. I have God talk to me. So that's how I know God is real. So I'll just leave it at that.
Well, you know what? I didn't say God was real.
You know something interesting about the Bible though? Something.
Can I speak?
Something.
Hold on.
Okay. Well, this is what I believe where a lot of people stumble with the word, right? See, when you have your own self-guilt, right? Your own, like the problems that you created in your life, and then somebody tell you about the word, and then all right, okay, I hear you. I'm gonna try to use the word to fix all the problems that I got, and then you attempt to use the word because you don't know the fullness of time, the understanding of it. So you attempt to use the word to fix or help your problems, and then it doesn't help you. You still in your situations, you still suffering. That right there makes you not use it no more. And that is across the board because the Bible is so hard to study, and really it ain't an easy book to be like, all right, I know what to do. Just the complexness of the book will stop most people.
Now, from personal experience, I hear what you're saying, but from personal experience, anytime I've used the word, yes, it has changed my life. It has worked for me, 100%. So I can only speak for myself. And now in the Bible also speaks about faith, a lack of faith.
Yeah.
You know, you can say, you know, you read the word, but if you don't have faith, it won't work. It tells you that in the Bible. You know, all you need is the faith of a mustard seed.
Yes,
you know?
but let's say if you're not a reader, right? Let me take it back a little bit. You're not a reader, and when you were a child, somebody molested you, somebody touched you as a kid. Now you're an adult, and somebody say, "Turn to God; He gonna protect you."
Hold on. Let me get back to before y'all jump in. Warren, where was you at with this, Warren?
Oh, I was talking about how things is in the Bible that, as you were saying that, as to y'all guys' point about things that's so complex that's in there and people not showing where directions this thing to go. Here's something wild that people may or may not know about. Even Jesus at one time taught that man is God. And even in the Bible itself, it tells you that man is God. A lot of people don't even recognize that. I mean, you can go to Psalm 82 where they speak on that, where they talk about how man is God. And then with in John chapter 10, verse 34, when he was preaching, he's talking to his disciples, and they wanted to stone him because they were mad at Jesus, saying, well, you're teaching that man is God, you make it yourself God. And he was turning around quoting Psalm 82 and said, well, isn't it say that in your scripture? Isn't that what it says? If the scripture cannot be broken.
Hey, fellas,
there's a lot of things, there's a lot of wisdom, there's a lot of wisdom. And if you're not, as my man Forster was saying, if you're not as well read and you think it's looking in the Bible and taking things so much on the literal side and not dealing with reality, that Bible can be just as much as a harm, just as much harm to you than without it.
Hold on, fellas.
There's people. There's times in slavery that they have. Come on, they used to have a slave Bible. There's a slave Bible. They would use that to keep the slaves in place to say, it was okay for them to be slaves. The white man go take care of you, that sort of thing. So
what do you say about that? What do you say about that, Julius? But hold on, before you even answer that, Julius, hey, in the text on Instagram, wow, that was heavy. Instagram says they're fighting a rape case now, and they were raped when they were 10, and they had to turn to God. Listen, I appreciate people in our text being a part of our conversation, but please understand that this is still the internet, so I don't want you to release stuff that you can later on feel harmed about. So thank you for your sharing, and I appreciate your sharing, but wow, that was a little bit heavy. Now, Julius, what do you say to slavery when they use the Bible and God to keep slaves in check?
Well, I also read that they had a different Bible as well. There's something called the Slave Bible. They use particularly for the slaves. I also know that the wording the translations have been changed as well. So yeah, they use the Bible as well to serve an agenda. They'll change the scriptures and stuff like that. But like Juan said, there is wisdom in the Bible. Don't ever think there's no wisdom in the Bible. There's allegory, there's wisdom.
Let me ask you a question, Julie. All right, go.
Yeah, can I just? Here's the problem I've always had. Coming into an adult age, like I said, my family was all in the church. A lot of them still, like my little sister, she goes to church like maybe 4 or 5 times a week. Here's one of the biggest problems I had. This is a religion, and a religion is something supposed to be, like that's supposed to be in you, a part of your soul. Like you're betting part of your life on this. That this is right. How can the Black community, at this point in time, I understand why we did it back then, but at this point in time, knowing everything that we know, how is it that we still flock into a religion that was given to you by your oppressor? Where they do that at? And no,
I got something for that. I got something for that, Blue. Check this out. People think that it was given to us through the slavery, but you know what? We had it originally back in Ethiopia. Some of the disciples, when they left from the Middle East and started traveling and spreading the word, they came to areas in Africa and in Ethiopia. A lot of those Ethiopian kings were the original Christians, and they had a whole big Christian kingdoms and stuff that was from Black people. Right. So we have a part in that. Don't think it got misconstrued. Yeah, it got used.
Why you have the Black Madonna and things of that nature.
It was used against us, but don't think that we weren't a part of that. That was a part of us.
But again, I want you to understand something. We're not talking about them. We're talking about what was given to us from our slave masters, from our oppressors. Gotcha. Now, if you're talking about the teachings and the original where it came from, there is so much that I have learned about whether it comes from religious figures or just historic figures, that they have changed. You know what I'm saying? They used to be black faces, but they changed the paintings to white faces. You know what I'm saying? All throughout history, it's documented. Like black kids are learning this now. There's young black scholars learning this now. So again, yeah, a lot of the religion, a lot of the spirituality originally comes from us, but what was given to you comes from an evil source.
Hold on for a second. You know, Pretty Rude has showed up, y'all, and you know she said something crazy.
What Pretty Rude got to say?
Pretty Rude said church is for the sinners. Now go ahead, Foster. What was you going to say?
Yeah,
Pretty Rude is a piece of work, boy. She's a piece of work.
What I want to say, see, I feel like religion is the problem. Right? If you look at Jesus, and I didn't come in here to preach, but I feel a word coming on. If you look at Jesus, Jesus's biggest problem was religious people.
Yeah,
those were the people that crucified him. So as soon as you put religion in it, that's the problem. Because religion gives you rules. Religion gives you rules that you technically can't follow, because now it starts dealing with natural rules. Your flesh. You're going to deny your flesh and expect something else to work?
Stop, Foster. Stop. I think you came in here to preach sermon. I think you came. I think you're a pastor at some church.
Let me go back.
Followers.
Let me go back even further as far as the slave trade, right? Black people helped the slave trade.
Oh, hell yeah.
Who helped Massa get them on the boat? Black people. So we all connected in the problem.
But we don't. Here's the thing about black people, and I've said it before on this channel, on this show. We don't want to admit to our shit, to what we do to fuck us up. We keep
and that's the problem.
Like young Foster said, we keep on asking them to give us, but then we keep fucking up our own steps. We keep shooting each other down. We keep pulling each other down. We don't give a fuck about what we do. We go out here and what are we doing? Free R. Kelly. Nigga, we got real problems. Fuck that pedophile motherfucker. What are you talking about?
I don't see nothing wrong.
Hard on Kanye West. I'm getting too hard on this little rich bastard for tap dancing in the White House, talking about he needed a father.
You can't, yo, Blue, you can't do that, bro, because you what do you call it when you what's the word I'm looking for? It starts with a CON. You
conflate
your own word.
Contradict
your own word. Watch this. You contradict your own word. Let me just finish. Let me just say this. I agree with you with the R. Kelly. The R. Kelly, I agree. But when it comes,
I don't.
I'm just agreeing because I understand it was a
I know just what you want.
Physical invasion on a person. So I'll agree with that. But when you come to Kanye, you're throwing this man under the bus for what he thought and how he feels. Is it his fault that he knows he's highly influential and that he's doing this for whatever reason? He's doing it. He didn't force anything on anybody other than what he does and people in the sheep that followed him. Unlike R. Kelly, who forced himself on people, Kanye West just did what he wants to do. But you constantly keep throwing Kanye West under the bus whenever it comes to doing our people wrong and leading our people wrong. He just made you make a decision, and those that made the decision could have, quote unquote, made a wrong decision. He didn't force nobody to do anything.
It's because his clothes is expensive.
It's kind of what?
His clothes is expensive.
Oh yeah.
Them homeless clothes.
Homeless clothes at Gucci prices. That does upset people.
That sure does.
You said homeless clothes at Gucci prices?
That does upset people.
Right.
That's all it is.
Like, hold up. And here's the thing about it. You have your opinion, I have mine. I can say and feel the way I want about Kanye.
But But doesn't it contradict what you say when you say about throwing people under the bus?
Not if I'm telling the truth. If I am telling the truth,
For you to say the truth, for you to say
price is higher.
This is a fact. This is what he did. So
but he's still so the truth and the fact is he didn't make people follow him.
No, I never said he made anybody. But you're out there doing things. You're out there saying things.
Right. So, but watch this. He didn't make the people follow him. He said and did things, and people felt on their own accord to follow him.
Let's put it this way. Hold up. The same thing with Terry Crews. To everybody, black Twitter, whatever you want to call it, throwing Terry Crews under the bus.
Why?
Because of all the things that he said, saying as far as supporting the black community, supporting other black people that have supported him in the past.
I throw him under the bus because I think he's just a big coon. I don't like his thought process. I've never even gone that far. I don't even know what his side or what's name.
But here we go. You calling him a coon.
But you never hear me. But you never hear me say I don't throw black people under the bus because I throw black people under the bus quick. I throw a ninja under the bus quick. If you ain't in my side of the war, you out of here.
And around we go.
Yeah, let's not get it twisted. Everybody ain't on your side of the war, and those that ain't on your side of the war have to be recognized and extinguished. Sometimes them having wrong people on your side, having them wrong people on your side prolongs your win. And that's what's going on right now.
But that's the
how they say in the water. How they say in the water, Planet Apes.
Thing I'm saying about Kanye.
Kanye isn't stopping it. Let me tell you, Kanye isn't making you do. Unlike, and I'm using the contrast with R. Kelly.
Listen, if you has a black person and a person who has supported Kanye out my pocket, if I'm watching you do this and I'm watching you do that. Slavery was a choice. I needed a father figure and I was looking towards you. All this fuckery. I'm running for president just to give this nigga extra votes. Nah, nigga, come on. I'm sorry.
Let me give you this. Let me ask you
I
this
know
question,
you're saying
Blue.
he didn't make anybody do anything.
Let me ask you a question,
what you're
Blue.
trying to say.
Let
But
me ask you a question, Blue. Let me ask you a question, Blue.
Nobody do something. He just went and did what he said.
Let me ask you a question, Blue. Michael Jackson wore Jerry curl, and he wore that.
Hey, so did anybody see the Squid Game?
Hold on. And Michael Jackson wore the glove.
I'm doing a wand.
And he had the Jerry curls and the penny loafers and the high heel shoe and the high pants. Did you do it?
Y'all argument is
I did.
That's right. I did. I did, John. You know.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Hey, when you got pictures of me dressed like LL because hey, so
there's pictures of me with a Michael Jackson ponytail.
Jacket.
I had the Michael Jackson ponytail and everything.
All that.
Ponytail. You had the.
Yes, sir.
Ponytail. Michael Jackson had a ponytail.
Hey, JP had the Michael Jackson white starter kit. He had all of that.
Came with little white boys.
Yep.
Came with little white boy.
Blackworth, what are you doing?
I just want to break the tension because this Kanye thing, y'all always go back and forth with this Kanye thing, man.
I won't let him throw Kanye into the bus like that. There's no way I'm going to sit here and go, yes, Kanye is in a boat with other people who've done wrong. He's not in that boat. You know what I'm saying?
And we disagree.
Right.
We disagree on that.
Yeah,
I
y'all
think
just gonna have to
the
agree
level
to disagree
of
with that.
he's shown me is I'm not supporting you no more. I'm not buying no more albums. Fuck you. You know what I'm saying? That's the level.
You're not gonna get the new Ghostface album. You're not gonna get the new Ghostface album.
The new Ghostface album. What they got to do with Kanye?
Kanye's producing it.
Everywhere, he's on everything, man. And there's a whole list of stuff that Kanye has produced in 2021 that I didn't even know about.
Hey, see,
the problem
I'm not gonna touch this
I
one.
won't be paying for his shit and his concert tickets.
Y'all argument is influence versus real helpful power.
Break it down, Foster.
Hey, yo, I'm fucking with Foster. Hey, yo, I'm fucking with Foster. Hey, yo, Foster,
I want you to break that shit down.
Foster, you got to be on this show every week, brother. I don't know what you do on Sundays between 5 and 7, but there's a seat here for you.
Okay. Well, check it. Okay, real helpful power, right? With Kanye, with R. Kelly, that's everybody doing entertainment, right? Entertainment is just to entertain you. It ain't helping nothing. So we can't mix what they're doing into something that we really need done. So that argument already puts it into a position where it ain't helpful to us, no way. But then you start saying to yourself, what is helpful to us? Do we even know what that is?
Hey, John, look at John.
I don't think as a people we really know what to do to really help ourselves. This is why we look to the white man to give us what we feel like we deserve.
Yo, brother,
we spoke on this last week.
Yes, sir.
With Ice Cube when he had the black contract, and he tried to get something started to say, hey, look, this is our black agenda. This is what we want. This is what we want put in place. And folks try to crucify him for doing that.
Yes, sir.
I'm one of those people.
What did you say, Blue? What did you say? Blue?
I am one of those people.
And wait, let's follow that. Let's follow that with I don't throw black people under the bus. Let's follow that with that sentence.
Whatever you want to say, B. Whatever you want to say.
Yo, did he just say B? Did he just say B? Whoa, he went back 85 just now. Yo, B, you heard what I said, B?
Straight breakdancing.
Whatever it is. And we had the conversation months ago about this. I ain't fucking with that, nigga.
Hey, no, I should stop with the N-word.
I'm sorry.
That's why I always say I throw black people up under the bus. Quick. Ain't nobody impervious to being thrown up under this bus. Do not think that you sit on a seat high enough that you don't reach underneath the bus. You're gonna get there. Quite a few people on our team needs to be thrown under the bus, as we all just said, and you just was so adamantly and colorfully saying Condoleezza Rice.
And you know what? You when you said that, but now it hit me, throwing people under the bus. We gotta take a look at that. See, what do white folk do when they get in trouble? At first, they try to cover it up.
They hide the people.
They hide their people in their powerful positions for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's helpful to the whole community. It's helpful to the whole group. We throwing niggas under the bus that could possibly, even though they done some wrong, could be beneficial to the group. We gotta start moving. We gotta start playing chess out here.
Listen to me. Hey, who's what's name keep beeping like that? Listen to me. Tracy Morgan said to me years ago, and when I repeated this, people had said, "Who's Tracy? A philosopher?"
Wait. Did they answer you in Tracy's voice like that?
When you know Tracy for so long, when you start talking about Tracy, you just start talking like Tracy.
They answered you in his voice. Yeah. Go ahead, man. I'm sorry.
Yeah. So watch this. John has been reaching for punchlines this whole show. John has been reaching for punchlines. So listen, watch this. So Tracy Morgan has said years ago, you gotta and now listen to the whole theory because it is covered with a whole bunch of craziness.
Do the voice.
You gotta respect that drug dealer because that drug dealer is there for a reason. Everybody serves his purpose. He ain't that bad. He living out what his life is supposed to be. Some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm paraphrasing, but I say to people all the time, before you negate this person is probably important to your war. Before you throw all the killers in jail and sentence them to death, you may want to use a couple of these killers to put on your military side and drop these motherfuckers on the other side. These motherfuckers love to kill.
They've done that. They've done that before.
No, I know that. I'm just what's the word I like to use? Analogy. You know what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is, what people deem to be so left can sort of be used for the right. You know what I'm saying?
You can see a lot of that happen in. I know it's a TV show, but you can see a lot of that happen in Walking Dead, where a lot of the bad guys wind up saving the other team. You know?
What you say about Negan?
Negan, you know, different. A lot of that plays out in Walking Dead. You know, when he was just going to kill that person, turns around and saves him.
Hey, could we just acknowledge the fact that Blackwoods is now the most interesting man in the world?
Yes, he is. Right?
I just want to. He went and got his glass of wine. He sat back with his arm on it. I'm feeling the whole vibe, big bro. I'm feeling the whole vibe.
I tell you one thing.
If you mail him a letter, it'll get to him quicker in 5 minutes faster.
Right.
Yo,
his hands feel like rich brother Swede.
I know right now if Buzz is watching, Buzz is in love with this picture because you know he loves that backdrop on you, bro.
Oh yeah, the backdrop has been dazzling to me all night. I was like, man, he got the 5s and the 4s on his wall, the wood paneling.
You don't know about you don't know his background? Tell him about the background, brother. Tell him about that background.
So this is
it is.
This is reclaimed barnwood that I put on the walls and made a wood wall out of.
Tell them what reclaimed.
And then I attached the clock.
I know what
it's got floating numbers, and the motor is in here.
Very, 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 very dope.
You want to hear something, John? Who did it? Yeah. Who did it? Black Words.
Me.
He did it. I remember him saying that.
Come on now.
Yeah, he did say that, right?
I did remember him saying that.
What you do is put your number at the bottom, and we go, ladies. If you need your house remodeled,
yeah.
Hey, yo, this is me. This is me in retirement. This is me in retirement, B.
Yes, sir.
5 years. This is what I'm doing.
Hey, fellas, you know we coming up on our last 15 minutes. That was a great discussion. Yo, Foster, man, big shout out to my man Foster.
Hey, give it up for Foster L. Nicholson, the only dude on here that has his whole name there.
Whole government name.
Right, whole government name.
Yeah. I mean, Julius Carr ain't his whole name, but we know we're not gonna say that.
My bad.
You are really doing it with these punchlines today, John. What's
let me just say
it's the tie.
If the police ever kill me and they say I was resisting, y'all know it was a lie.
Why you say that?
Because I never resist the police. Because that's how you die.
Lorraine. Tell them to reclaim this wood. I'm sorry, brother. I'm sorry. I was reading the comments.
Yeah.
Ladies, you need some
that's hilarious. Lorraine. That ain't shit. You need some wood. Hey, listen, we coming up on our last 15 minutes, fellas. Anything else strike us this week in the news? Because that was a damn good conversation, fellas. I really love it.
How the hell do you watch a person get raped and all you do is film it?
Huh?
Oh exactly.
Yeah. Good.
What happened? What happened?
How the hell do you watch a person get raped and all you do is take out your phone and film it? Right in front of you.
Can somebody send me that video?
That was crazy.
How could you watch it after somebody's being raped? That's what.
It's for informational purposes only.
Yeah, I bet it is.
Wait.
Education.
You go to jail for watching that.
This is really happened?
Yeah, it's in the news. It's in the news, man. Woman got raped on the train, and at least 4 or 5 people.
They said 10 people were on the train. 10 people. 10. Yeah.
Was she a black woman?
You took the words right out of my mouth.
We need more information.
Right. Because if she was black, then I got a problem with it.
Look it up, JP. Look it up.
Oh God. Well, in the great words of Dave Chappelle, well,
what was she wearing?
Yeah. Ain't no goddamn Michael Jackson.
Yo, please don't take that sound bit and put that shit up. Well,
Well.
Expressed by JP.
Oh my God.
His and his alone.
What train was she on? Because that could tell you a lot about the rape itself.
If it was the G train, she was definitely white. The G or the L, yeah, she was a white girl. But if you tell me it was like the 2, the D, 4
to 5 or the 6,
4, 5 or 6, yeah.
It was in Philly. It was in Philly. It wasn't in New York.
Oh, okay, all right.
Philadelphia train.
Yeah,
what time was that?
Look, first off, a New York City train. It wouldn't have been. Oh yeah, yeah. Wow, people, I got the video, fellas.
I would have seen it.
Listen. If it was a New York City train, it wouldn't have been a rape. It would have been a train on a train. Yo, let me get it.
Yo, we are dead wrong. We are really that was dead wrong.
Yo, my man, tap me in, fellas. Tap me in.
Yo, I got next.
Yo, hold on.
About to die.
Yo, I'm about to get her pregnant.
I agree with John.
What is Tracy Morgan doing there?
She remind me of my baby mother.
Yo, we are dead wrong here, fellas. Where is the humanity?
Lorraine, I ain't touching that one.
Wait a minute, it got a trailer to it?
No.
He said they have a trailer.
The guy that did it, he's black. So I'm assuming the chick was black.
Right. He probably wanted some salt pork. What's wrong with you?
Right, he wanted to play in the snow.
Right.
Did she cry out for help though?
Was black because it's Philadelphia and they was on the train and he's black and nobody did anything when he assaulted her. So I'm just assuming the chick is black.
Yeah, they don't. It's not the rape. It's people talking. It's not the rape. It's people talking.
Terrible.
Yeah, it's not a
terrible incident.
Yeah,
hold on, Mojo.
It's a horrible incident, and we're sorry for making fun of it. We ain't shit on this.
We getting canceled. We getting canceled. We getting canceled next week.
Sometimes a little humor comes out, just like Dave said. It's not that it's mean. It was
just funny.
It was just fun.
But hold up though. How do we know that she was raped? As opposed, did she scream out for help? Like ask for help? Because people be doing stuff on a train where it's like a couple getting free.
The guy got arrested. The guy was arrested, right?
No.
Arrested?
Hey, hold on. Hey, hold up. Wait a minute. Hey, what's up with this serious face you got here, Caesar? You don't want this ain't
No.
I think he's still salty over the Christian conversation.
No, not at all.
How dare you? Yo, your face just now was like this. That shit ain't funny, yo.
Yo, he was like, I'm not coming back here next weekend.
I gotta save all of us, man.
I'm going to church.
One guy was serious to me.
Yeah, Caesar, are you a clean comic?
Yeah, I'm a clean comic. Yeah,
I'll beat your ass if you say that shit out loud.
I'm a clean comic. Yeah,
you a clean comic?
Yes, I'm a clean comic.
You don't curse in your comedy?
No, on the corner I have to, give them what they want, but in the clubs I'm clean. I'm a clean comic. Yeah.
So then you're not a clean comic.
Holy Ghost feel.
Right, you're not a clean comic. If you're not clean everywhere you go and you dirty, and first off, that's really messed up. Around the niggas,
I didn't get any of us to do that.
Yeah, it slipped. Now around black people, around where this, when the class of black people get lower, I go where they at. No, be Jesus everywhere you go.
Waiting that JP, I appreciate it so much.
Oh my God!
According to the word, it said none is perfect, none not one. So maybe he's working on being clean everywhere.
Foster, we're gonna have to talk to you because I think you really got a pulpit somewhere for real, brother. You sound like now. This is what I wanted to get.
The word was saying.
This is what I wanted to get to before our show was over. I wanted to get to this out loud. This is the type of person that I am. I had a little tiff with a comedian last night who just rubbed me the wrong way with my vibes.
Did you kick him in the face?
One day I'm gonna tell that story, John. One day I'll tell that story. I'm gonna tell that story one day, John. So listen.
What was he rubbing on?
Huh?
What was he rubbing on, man?
He just rubbed you the wrong way.
It wasn't rubbing on the right
way.
Pause.
Rubbing on the right thing.
All right, so listen.
Go ahead, tell a story. Tell a story.
You fuckers, boy. So listen. So comedian just rubbed me the wrong way with some of the things that he was, the way I was sensing things. It even got to the point that this morning I even got up and called a third comedian and was like, "Hey, yo, check your man, because I'm getting ready to step off the ledge with this cat. And before I step off the ledge with this cat, I want him to understand that he asked for this." And do you know, within 10 minutes, and in my line, within 10, 15 minutes of me calling the third comic, the comic that I had a problem with called me. And I even said to that comic, I said, "Yo, did the third comic tell you to call me?" He said, "Nah, I just was going to call you this morning anyway." I thought that was real crazy that within 10 to 15 minutes of me speaking to somebody, telling them, "Catch your man," that he would call me. And we talked it out, and come to find out, I wasn't wrong, but the reason why he was acting that way is because of things that I've done to him in our past. And I'm a big guy. I'm a loud guy when I do things. So I'm a loud guy when I apologize. So I had to apologize to him loudly. I was like, "Yo, my guy, what you felt from me before I apologize, I did do that. That is me. These things that you're accusing me of, I am that person. I'm a loud person when I accuse, so I got to be a loud person when I apologize. I apologize, and it's now water under the bridge." With that being said, for the rest of the day, it was kind of bothering me that I can do that with a comic who's quote unquote not in my circle, but yet I got a comic in my circle that me and him had a tiff, and I can't find myself. What the hell was that?
What was that?
Yo, hold up. Did y'all hold up? I gotta tell y'all, have y'all ever seen the video where the person makes a noise and it says how black people look when they hear noise in the background? Yeah. Like all of us went like what the fuck was that?
That was Alexa coming for you.
When you hear a soothing white woman voice, something
Nah, I think that was my security alerting me to something. But
yeah. So here's a guy in my circle. Here's a guy in my circle that I can't find. Since we had this major, it was a major.
Hey, get to you and Blue. Get to apologizing to Blue, man. Come on.
Shut the fuck up. Me and Blue had a major blowout about 2-3 weeks ago, and since that 2 or 3 weeks ago, I haven't even called him on the regular. Like, me and this guy talk 2-3 times a day, and I haven't even called him since. And one time, him and Buzz was on the phone, and somehow Buzz got knocked off the phone, and it left just me and Blue. And I even felt uncomfortable then. And I have no right to feel uncomfortable around this guy because me and this guy has been in the trenches. So with that being said, hey, Blue, we argued on the show. So here on the show, I want to say I apologize. And I do acknowledge you for having your opposing or your own point of view. You do have the right to have that. That's what this show is about. It's about opinions. It's about voicing your opinions. It's about standing on your soapbox. It's about debating and putting your opinions and your points of views out into the open. And it may seem as if people are coming down on you because sometimes your point of view ain't what the majority's point of view is. But here on the show, I want to say to you, but I preach, don't take it personal, but I haven't picked up the phone to even call you. And we watch television shows that we talk about and movies that's dropped that we talk about. And I haven't even done that. So here on the show is where the argument started. And here's where I'm going to drop it and say, yo, Blue, I apologize, bro. I apologize, and it shouldn't go down like that. And as far as I'm concerned, I'm going to do my part to make sure that we don't lose our bond, because we got over a 25, 30-year bond. So
drop bombs for Jay-Z. Drop bombs for yourself, man.
Now hold on. Now, while I'm dropping bombs, I want to get this out of the way as well. John O, I kicked you in the face in high school.
Oh, did you on your apology tour, my Joe?
No. Only because you brought it up. Only because you brought it up, I wanted to make clear. I kicked you in the face.
You must have rubbed him the wrong way.
Yo, no, you know what it was? He was LL, I was Michael Jackson, and the two just didn't mix. he wanted to walk around with no shirt on, and I wanted to.
We both was bad. We both was bad.
Yeah.
Bars.
They
Bars.
didn't get that. They didn't get that.
Yeah, I know. Says I'm bad, and Michael Jackson's bad. Go ahead.
No, I ain't apologizing to Joe. Man, I actually drove by Stevenson today, and I felt all sentimental in my heart, bro.
Listen, man.
Man, what all this?
I was over it by lunchtime, man. I was over it by lunchtime. JJ gave me a rub off back behind the field, so I was good. So we cool.
JJ,
I'm just leaving it alone. I'm just leaving it alone. I think JP know who she is.
Oh, I know very much well so who she is.
Okay.
No.
Moving on. Because I'm not one to give out all my exposés right here. I ain't gonna put a picture up of who she is.
Wait a minute.
Y'all call Lorraine gospel titties?
Hey, Juan, didn't we say
apology for being called gospel titties? However, gospel titties is an actual compliment. So, all right, we can apologize, but it's a compliment.
And listen, he said that without whispering. He said that without whispering, so you know he really meant it. Hey, Juan, isn't this the same show where 2 weeks ago these same brothers on the panel said we don't talk about when things happen, we don't talk about what we get? Remember that? And I said, yes, we do. Stop lying. When we brag to one another. Hey, yo, my man, remember that? Yo, we hit that joint off. Remember that conversation, Juan?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember it.
Yeah, you remember it, right, Black?
Yeah, but it wasn't like that, though.
Wait, what did you just say, Jono?
Okay, but I didn't say. I said JJ. That means Andy. For all you know, that could have been Jimmy Walker, my nigga. I mean, listen, I didn't get specific, and I wasn't on that show. I heard about it. Somebody told me about it, and they was like, "Yeah, the dude put the picture up on the girl," and blah, blah. I was like, "Really? He went that far with it? Jesus, that's mean. I wouldn't have done that."
What'd I do?
I didn't say.
You showed the designer, the stylist. You showed the picture.
Yeah.
You went there with it. I said I gave initials, and only you and I know who that is.
Yeah.
Now the world knows.
Oh wait. I got a funny.
You and I. No,
I got a funny JJ story, and then we can.
Okay, well, let's do that offline. Because what if JJ is watching?
No, she does. She watches the show. Don't worry about it. So listen, here's a funny JJ story, and then we're gonna do our closings. So we was in English class. We was in English class, and we was learning Macbeth. And you know where the school is, there's a Kentucky Fried Chicken right down the block, and people used to. This is where you can get out for lunch, and you can go eat where you want to eat. So JJ walked all the way to Kentucky Fried Chicken. I guess her and her girlfriends, whatever. And you know how slow JJ walked. JJ made it back to school, but when she got back to school, she was late for English class. So we in class and we going, for thou thou'st Macbeth, foul and fleed and foul. And then all of a sudden the door said, JJ slow walked with a bucket of chicken, eating her chicken, walked behind the teacher, Mr. O'Hara, walked around the edge of the class by the windows, took the long route now, all the way back to her seat. It was so slow and so slow time that everybody just did like this. Everybody's just going, what the fuck is this? She finally got to her seat. Mr. O'Hara, being the comedic comic teacher he was, he said, is there enough chicken in there for everybody? And she said, if y'all want to split these last three, the teacher said, well, you and your 3 pieces of chicken can leave. She got up and slow walked the same route back out the door. And you heard the door go, I said, yo, JJ was the shit, nigga. Oh, excuse me. He was the shit. Ladies and gentlemen, we had another great show. You know how we do. Yeah, we had another great show. Fellas, give yourselves a round of applause. Please give it up for my man, Mr. Fawcett Nicholson. I think makes a great addition. I can't wait till you meet other people on the team. Now, listen, I'm going to let you know right now, Buzz is the loud guy, and he'll come on and go, wait a minute. And then we got we got our man Kim, because Kim, this is a message from Kim to us. Yo, I ain't never left the table. It's just that I got busy. But soon as this thing calmed down, I'm coming back to the table. Kim is our philosopher over. He don't hang out too much. So when he gets the microphone, this becomes this long story of, you know, but we love Kim as well. And who else is in here that don't really come in? Everybody else I got rid of. I'm looking for new people. Yeah, I'm always looking for new people, brother.
Would you throw them under the bus?
Everybody else I got rid of.
No, I don't throw the other guys under the bus. Brother Earl, he just, you know, he's going off doing what he does. And Brad Lowry ain't never here. And who else? Brad Lowry and Ty Barnett. Ty Barnett is busy on Sundays, either traveling, going back home, or whatever the case may be. These guys can't make it, but these guys are great brothers. And Shang pops in whenever he can. Shang is like our celebrity pop-in. In fact, we should have him in here next week with us. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your boy JP Justice. We had another great talk here at the Black Kings table. Well, anything in closing, brothers? Anything you want to let people know about before, you know, this is the time when we promote what we got going on? Anything you got to say? Let's start. My man Julius, what's going on, brother?
Hey guys, we got the comedy show at Broadway Comedy Club, November 9th. So come and check it out. It's gonna be great. We were packed last time. Come and check it out.
See, and I saw Ed the Celeb, man. She was looking
she had that nice tight pumpkin outfit on. Yeah,
she had a tight suit on. I was like, this goddamn. Go ahead, Ed. John, what's going on, brother?
Man, I'm chilling, man. I'm in the studio working on this new project, man. That's about it.
The question is, what city are you in?
I'm in Oklahoma, man, right now.
Just want to make sure you wasn't in Chicago, because you know
you got jokes. I will not be in Chicago until probably next month.
Blue, what's going on, brother? Yeah, what you drinking? Go ahead, John.
No, man. I was giving you the toast. Like, yeah, all right.
What's going on, Blue? Did you get your car, brother?
Yeah, I'm still sitting on the fence.
Oh man,
I'm still sitting on the fence.
He still didn't get the car, man.
I'm still sitting. I'm gonna tell y'all. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. For my money, everything this car offers, I should be buying this car. But I can't get over the fact that it's a fucking Honda. I'm sorry, what?
Who's breathing that fucking heavy? What the hell's going on here? Who got their dick out under the screen? Like, what's going on here?
I heard it too.
Yeah, I'm here.
I'm not sure.
Everybody's all right here?
No. Yeah. Hands.
He said hands. John ain't show his hands. John, where your hand at, John?
Here's the other one. Oh, there we go. All right.
Now he said, "Now it's a Honda." Go ahead.
Yeah, I just can't get over the fact that it's a Hyundai. My last two cars were Cadillacs, so I can't get over the fact that it's a Hyundai. And I think if it wasn't a Hyundai, I'd have been pulled the trigger. But the fact that my favorite car out of all the cars I'm looking at is a Hyundai, I'm like, am I really going to buy a Hyundai?
Yo, pause. Hold up, man. I own a Hyundai. Yo, I own a Hyundai Tucson, bro. What are you trying to say, bro?
Represent.
Come on. And without.
Let me say
without these engineers.
This is my bougie ass issue. This is not you. This is not that they.
Oh yeah. Yo, John. Yeah. Full disclosure, John. Full disclosure. He's not of our Negro level. He has his dog washer drives to his house.
Wait, first of all, stop there. He has a dog washer. Keep going. Just ended there. We just ended there. I got you.
And just to give you some incentive, Blue, this week I made over $1,000 with less than 25 hours of drive time with Uber. Go ahead, Black Words. What's going on?
Man, shit, y'all play. Oh, listen, I should have them shirts early next week. Hopefully, they coming in tomorrow, or whatever the case may be, and then I'll send you off one. Y'all let me know if y'all want them, and we can get on with the logo on the shirts and everything and stuff.
Sounds like
I want mine before JP kicked me off this shit. I want mine.
Yes. She said she had to look far and wide to find your shirt, JP.
Yo, listen. Fuck you, Black Words. Yo.
Yo. She was like, nigga. I was all over the place looking for that fucking shirt.
Yo, look how he had to throw that. I'm losing weight. At least Shahi Muhammad got me doing calisthenics. Listen, what you gonna say?
No, you look like you lost some weight though.
Y'all got me crying today for
real. Yo, he said you had to look far wide. Fuck this motherfucker black. I don't give a fuck. Real quick, Juan, what's going on in your life, boy?
Let's see. Every Tuesday night, 10 p.m. Catch us Madman Radio with the Madmen. Catch us on 247 .tv on the network. Other than that, this week I'll be just where I work at, being the bearer of bad news and telling people, "Hey, man, you got herpes."
Oh, whoa! Really? That's where you're going?
That hurt.
Huh?
Hey, I'm gonna jump past
you. Other disclosure. I work in the medical field, so sometimes I got to be the bearer of bad news to people and be like, "Yeah, man, hey."
Yeah, he don't work at the glory hole. I don't want y'all to think he work at the glory hole.
Not that post. No.
Yo, we're gonna jump past you real quick, Forster. We did everybody. Forster, you the last guy. Forster, what's up? Tell us what's going on, Forster.
Yeah, this coming Saturday, I got a Halloween comedy show I'm going to be hosting with Monique Latisse, Jonathan Martin, Sal Holmes. We in the building. It's in Saddlebrook, New Jersey.
I saw that.
I'll go on my page, check out all the info. It starts at midnight. Doors open at 9.
Do me a favor. I want you to take this message back to Sal Holmes for me, because Sal Holmes gets into our Thunderdome. And for those of y'all who don't know what the Thunderdome is, that's when comics come in and we just snap on one another. And your man Sal and your man Big Eli, they be coming in representing Jersey, and Hassan be coming in representing Jersey. And I want you to just tell Big Sal he ain't never ready for this dude right here. I bring that heat when it comes to snapping, and cracking, and joning. So you tell Big Sal where that L. And JP said, hold on to that flow. What's going on in my life, ladies and gentlemen? You know me as JP Justice. Another great show. I want y'all to definitely go and get your tickets for Grown Man Comedy-ish. Is going down November 7th and 8th. The 7th look like it's sold out. We're going to start pushing the 8th, strictly and solely the 8th. Link is on my page. I pinned it up on my page, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you go get your Monday night tickets, because Sunday's looking real scarce. I probably take it off the what's the name. So make sure you go get your Monday night tickets. November the 11th is my birthday. I'm celebrating the big 5-1. Who is breathing that heavy? Yo, somebody got the police academy chick underneath the pulpit. Somebody's getting head while we are on this show right now. So ladies,
I think it's Black Words, man. He got that.
I was about to say the same thing. I think it's
my money is on Black too, because he looked way too relaxed.
Yeah, Black, he had the cigar and the drink already. He had the cigar and the drink.
I'm nice now. Shit.
Hey, and him and Lorraine keep talking about that wood.
You see my eyes?
Yo, oh man, I wish Buzz would have been here, because Black Word, we could have continued that conversation we had about disciplining our children, because Buzz had a situation this week. Ladies and gentlemen, it's your boy.
He said he want to talk when we go offline.
No, he wants to talk to me. I'm gonna tell you. Listen, he wants to talk to me because he said he heard a couple of snorts and I didn't hear nothing. So he wants to talk to me about that. So I'm gonna be like, yo, bro, don't do that. Don't throw it under the bus just because if you can't manage your nose, don't tell other people, well, look at his nose. Don't do that, bro. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I'm your boy JP Justice. Love y'all to death. I can be the asshole, but sometimes you need an asshole to move shit around. I like that. Close.
Pause.
Oh, hey, yo, hold on. Yo, that my G, that was actually pretty good. I can't even front on you, bro. I might have to steal that one day.
Put it in your lines. Put it in your bars. Yeah, you need an asshole to move shit around. God damn it. It's your boy JP Justice, man. Check us out next week Sunday. I love y'all to death. You know how we do. First off, we was on iTunes and everything today. So let me. You know how we do. We got to cut these off one by one. See you later, iTunes, and see you later, Google Play, all of that. Let's say goodbye to our people here on Instagram. Thank y'all for hanging out. We had quite a few people on Instagram too. Thank y'all so much for hanging out. And last but not least, Facebook.
Shout out to Lorraine.
Always shout out to Lorraine. Gospel titties. Drop bomb for the gospel titties. Drop bomb for the gospel titties. Hey, Foster, we doing this. Put hands in the air for the gospel titties. Gospel titties.
Hey.
Yeah, hands in the air for gospel titties. Yeah.
Squeeze them.
Hey, yo, for some reason, I felt like that was for real with black words.
Yo, I don't think we. Hey, yo, I don't think my man Caesar gonna come back no more, man.
What are you talking about, man? Oh, come on, man.
He like, yo, man, I'm done with this.
They don't believe what I believe.
And then they talked about my Christianity.
Yeah, they don't believe what I believe, yo. They don't believe what I believe.
No, I'm not religious at all, man. Not at all, man.
You good for the day because you have been quiet.
Jesus was
good?
black.
No. Cut it out, guys, man. Why you?
Let us know because we'll say fuck Foster and won't bring Foster back.
Oh man, no. This is a great conversation. Glad we touched on spirituality and faith and stuff. Yeah.
All right, cool. So, ladies and gentlemen, you know how we do. We out of here, y'all. Hey, fellas, thank y'all so much. All right.
Yeah.
Peace.